Hello, all you wonderful people. I know said I would stay hidden until some of this went down, but um, I just have to unwind. I wanted. Um, let's start over again. Hello, all you wonderful people. I'm Lisa with Living Life with Lisa, and I am back. Even though the swelling and everything has not gone down, I still got the football neck. So, but I won't be playing any football. But I just needed to get on here because I need to unload. And if you're new to the channel, I just basically talk about my life. I have chronic illness, and one of those illnesses is early onset dementia. Another one is chronic kidney disease, and another one is MTHFR, which is a gene mutation which causes an armload of problems. I also have a spinal disease that has like 16 letters to it, so I can't tell you what it is. But I don't always talk about the chronic illness because I'm not the chronic illness. I am Lisa. I am me. And this is about how we get through life, regardless of what cards have been dealt to us, and living life to the fullest as much as we can. So with that being said, this is not going to be all rainbows and unicorns video. I want to show you, if I can get it to do it. I want to show you first of all my new profile picture for Facebook. Now I'm going to see if I can get that up there. I put this up this morning. Make America Kind Again. Okay. Now, I put that up there this morning simply because I was tired of people being nasty to each other. And so I just used it. Well, my gosh, apparently there's a lot of people not on my Facebook that do not live by the code of be kind to each other. This morning, this was the biggest thing this morning, then it got worse. I took Jesse's school, and I stopped by McDonald's. I was going to get something. Well, they have the 2 different lanes and 2 different speakers, but they only have one person that takes an order at a time. Well, the lady across from me was given a real long order, and I could hear it. And so it was taking forever and going on and on and on. And I was waiting for them to ask me what I wanted. And so I was waiting. And all of a sudden, 2 cars back from me, not the car behind me, but 2 cars back, this woman sticks her head out the window, and yells, "Say hello or something so that they can take your order. So they know you're here. Order your food." And so I did not turn redhead on her. And so I said hello, and the person at the drive-thru said, "Could you please give me a few minutes to get ready? I'm not ready to take your order yet." So I said, well, they're yelling at me. The cars behind me are yelling at me because I'm taking too long. So I'm just going to leave, and they can order their food when you're ready. And so I put my car in drive, and I left. I pulled out and went around, and I heard her yell across the parking lot because my window was still down. "You don't have to leave. I just want you to order your food." Well, I couldn't order my food because they weren't taking the order. They weren't ready to take my order. I can't give them an order if they're not ready to take it. But I just kept going. And I thought, stick your head in there. Feel bad all day because I didn't you think that I left and didn't get anything. Well, news to her, that's one I live next door to the other one. So I went to the one I live by, and without being yelled at. But I thought, well, how rude. It's not like I'm just sitting there twiddling. I was twiddling my thumbs, but it's not like I sit there because I wanted to go hang out at the drive-thru. I can't order something if nobody's taking an order. So that made me angry. I don't know if it made me angry or sad or what, because I cried all the way home. I thought, this is just silly. It's not worth crying over. And then, so I have an appointment with my attorney. And so I come home and I get what I need, changed, and put on the necessities, if you know what I mean, so I can go to the attorney's office. And I went, and that went well. Everything was fine there. So I went over to the accountant's office and finished turning in all the stuff for taxes. So now they have 100% of the stuff. There's nothing else that's needed. I hope that doesn't show up in the thing, the little mouse thing. And so they have everything they need. So I get out in my car and I get a phone call from the high school. And I'm thinking, now what? Because I know somebody got in trouble yesterday. One of my kids got in trouble yesterday, and I thought, oh, he's in trouble today, so they're calling me to tell me he's in trouble. Well, it wasn't. It was about the other one, and they were having a really hard time telling me why they were calling. They were being very coy. And they said that it was reported that he smelled really bad. And I thought, he didn't smell bad when he left, and I'm thinking, did he not put deodorant on? Because, boys' BO is bad. They don't put deodorant on, especially teenage boys. And so she kept him hauling around, and she said, is he feeling all right? And I said, I don't know. I don't think he's feeling 100%. And she said, well, the way it's described, it sounds like might have had an accident. And I said, oh, you mean like diarrhea, like he had diarrhea and didn't tell anybody? And she said, yeah. And I said, well, I'm in Plymouth, and I'll run home. I said, he's going to be terribly embarrassed. I don't know if he'll go back to class. I said, I will bring clothes, and if he's sick, I'll bring him home. If he's not bothered by it and it was just an accident, then he can go back to class. Okay. So I had that thing a few weeks ago where I passed out and had the diarrhea so bad and my blood pressure dropped and I was passing out and having all those problems. So I thought maybe he had that. And so on the way there, I'm thinking, well, I need to pick up some Gatorade. You got to sleep sitting up. You can't lay down with this particular illness. And so I was thinking, well, we can move my chair, my lazy boy chair, outside the boys' bathroom, and then he could just sleep in the chair and be right next to the bathroom. And so I had it all figured out because I was sure that if that was the case, that's what he had. And I almost called the doctor to make an appointment. That's how close I was to it. So I get up to school, and I go in, and I go into the counselor's office, and I brought the clothes, and they said, well, we haven't called him down yet because we didn't want to embarrass him, so we just waited for you to get here, and so that you could talk to him. And I thought, first of all, it doesn't make any sense that if he had messed his pants, that he would be going from class to class and nobody else sending him down. And two, why didn't he text me to tell me that he needed to change of clothes or that he was sick and he'd come home? Because he didn't. So I went down to the nurse's office and waited, and he came down and he looked at me, and I said, you feeling all right? And he said, yeah. And he looked perfectly well. And I said, come sit by me. And he sat by me. And I said something, and he did not smell. I said, somebody thinks that you smell bad, and they called me to change clothes because they thought that you were sick and had diarrhea. And he said, no. And I said, well, did you fart? I mean, I know that's blunt, but, I don't know. And he said, no. And so I literally sniffed him all over. And then I said, check your shoes, make sure you didn't step in some dog poop or something on the way to the bus. His shoes were clean. There was nothing on him that smelled. Then he stood up and I smelled him. He does not smell. So I took him we were in the nurse's office. I took him into the counselor's office, and I said, it's not my kid. I said, he doesn't smell bad. And he went in there, and she was just horrified that he went back to class, and I said, it must have been somebody around him. And she was mad at the fact that was an awful big claim to lob at somebody for it not to be true. And so it made her mad that they did that, but she was glad that I was there to smell him. And then she talks about that it happens all the time, and I thought, well, I know I taught school, kids get sick all the time. Then she was talking, and I just said, sometimes his BO is just so bad you gotta have deodorant. So I actually got him change of clothes and then ran back in the house, because I thought, if he just needs deodorant, then I'll just I better get some deodorant. So it's just the armpit smell, from a teenage boy. So anyway, that's neither here nor there. So anyway, says has all the time. Had a middle school girl who had to give her a shower to, wash her hair and everything the other day, and I thought, my kids are not unclean. And on the way home, and the nurse was like, and I don't know this nurse, she doesn't know me from Adam or Eve. And she said, did he change? And I said, no, it wasn't him. He doesn't smell bad. I smelled him. And she said, well, maybe it was his coat. Did he have his coat on? I said, it's his Letterman jacket. If his Letterman jacket needs to be, if it's dirty, he'll need to wash it when he gets home. But I don't think there's any poop on his Letterman jacket. And she just kind of looked at me like she didn't believe me. And I'm just, it just seems like it's always something. And it's just like, now that, that I don't keep it a secret that I have these problems, it's just like people are watching to see if I can mess up in taking care of these boys. Now, the one is going to be 16 in a couple of days. Okay? Him and the other one, if they don't take a shower twice a day, they at least take it once. I've had to curb the shower and bath schedule of these boys. And even the little one will do it every day if I let him. And what I mean by curb it is, I had one that was taking a shower in the morning, bath at night. Shower in the morning, bath at night. Well, no, we're going to do one or the other. We're not going to do 2 a day. Now, granted, I can't remember to get in the shower, but there's nothing wrong with them. They remember to get in the shower, and the hormones are going off, and so they're looking at, they want to look good and they want to smell good for those girls. And so, there is no problem with hygiene as far as those kids go. Also, they're all at the age where they do their own laundry, and like when I smelled the one today, I could smell the dryer sheets on him. And so it really ticks me off that people, I just feel, and I don't know if I'm just getting paranoid or not, but don't look for trouble. don't look for something to be wrong. You know, it's they are in better shape and well treated and than a lot of kids that come and hang out at the house. If it was so awful here, why would other kids come in and move in for the weekend in the summer? You know, that's not the case. And so I don't know. I'm not gonna say any more about it. It's gonna be done and over and finished because I have a feeling that the one that is angry and embarrassed, which is not me, the one that called me, will take care of anything that needs to be taken care of at this point. But you know, this is crazy. This is crazy. You know, and it's only 11:30. Whoa. Focus. It's only 11:30 in the morning. And I'm going to take a long nap. And I got to see if it's really out of focus that bad or if it's because I don't have my glasses. No, it's really that bad. Let's see if we can get it focused. Well, that stinks. Really? Okay. Now, I can only back this up and see what I just said. It's only 11:30 in the morning, and it's already been a hell of a day. And so, you know, be nice. You know, I've been yelled at. I've been a roundabout way accused of not taking care of my kids. I don't guess that's really what they're saying, but that's what it felt like. You know, I got a headache. I got one that the girl's coming over tonight to visit, and that child wants everything perfect for her. She's a vegetarian, and I was going to cook meatloaf. Well, I took meatloaf right off the table. And so now he says she won't eat anything. So I don't know what to do with the food as far as this may be a day I should take the other two out to eat and then just bring something back for bring something back to drink for the others. I don't know. But anyway, I just wanted to share this with you because I thought it's kind of ironic that the day that I changed my profile picture to be kinder, all this crap happens. You know, and that lady at McDonald's, oh my gosh, I wouldn't want to live with her. You should have heard her yelling. I mean, I wasn't even close when she was yelling. I just wanted you to order, not leave. I was... She was still in line at the drive-thru, and I was halfway across the parking lot. And she's still screaming at me. Well, you know, I hope that they told the next person to wait, and then she still had to wait, because, you know, I'm not going to sit there and be yelled at because McDonald's isn't ready to take my order. She got another thing coming. But I don't know if that part where I said going to edit gets edited, because I just remembered I'm on my computer. I'm not on my phone. I can't cuss stuff out. I can only trim. I don't know how to edit. But it's just been one of those days, and I just don't want to do it anymore. I don't. I want to stick my head in a hole and watch some Horatio Hornblower or some Doctor. I don't even want to watch Doctor Who. Usually I watch Doctor Who, but that's too complicated. And just take a nap. And then get up. I mean, the day started off with the kid having a detention. The other one that I haven't talked about yet, has a detention today because he refuses to do a particular assignment every time. And I was going to write on the detention form, let's just make this a weekly thing and not even bother having me picking him up at regular time on Tuesday. Let's just have him in detention all year. And the kid said, you can't do that. I said, I can. I can write anything I want to on this piece of paper. I said, but it's obvious you're never going to do this work because he gets a detention every week for not doing Achieve. Which is just like more or less like a pamphlet. It's supposed to take several days to do it. You're not supposed to do it in one day. Well, he doesn't do it at all. So I said, well, we might as well just figure you're not going to get out of school on Tuesdays until after detention the rest of the year. And there was no argument. So, in fact, I even said this morning, I said, am I picking you up at regular time? Do you have detention? And he said, detention. Oh, I'm really not a mean person. Really not. But anyway, if you made it this far, please put a blue heart in the comments because I don't think people are listening all the way to the end. So, anyway, I'm going to let you go. So remember, live life to the fullest, live life with no regrets, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.